Welcome back to my channel. This wig review is way overdue. I reviewed every single one of the icons months ago, except for this one, which is Kelly. Why did it take so long for me to review Kelly? Because she was sold out. And I get it. I get why she was sold out. This is a gorgeous wig. This is the beautiful Kelly from the Icons collection of Belle Tress in Sparkling Champagne. Make sure to check out the retailer in the description to get 30% off your order. If you want to purchase the gorgeous Kelly at Chiquelle, either the Canada or the US sites, I have a link for both and a code for both. So let's get started with this incredibly gorgeous wig, Kelly from the Belle Tress Icons collection. And as always, don't forget, please subscribe to my channel, hit that bell, give me a thumbs up, and let's get started with Kelly. You already know that I love the icons if you've been here for a while and you've watched my channel. The icons are probably my favorite wigs for multiple reasons. First off, the caps fit me so well. They are petite to average, and they're so light, and it feels like there's nothing on my head. The other thing is I love the styles. I think the hairlines are phenomenal, and the fibers are just better, in my opinion, than a lot of other brands' fibers. They're still high maintenance, they're heat defiant and they're very finicky, but they're better than other brands that I've tried. So anywho, let's take a look at the absolutely stunning and gorgeous Kelly that was sold out for months from all sides. I think you can see why she was sold out, right? Is this not the most gorgeous, perfect wave pattern? It's just so good. Love. I mean, it's just the perfect wave pattern. Absolutely obsessed. I would say she is on the longer side, so you're going to have to like her up as well. So Kelly would look adorable in like a little low pony with some of these little curls popping out, or a claw clip. But you got to remember that when you're doing the longer ones, you got to wear them up as much as possible if you want them to last, because the tangling is going to happen. And it's not to say you can never wear them down. You should wear them down when you're going out to dinner or whatever, date night, a party. But when you're at work, try to put these puppies up, because they're going to last so much longer if you get them off your nape and take them away from that ability to tangle and have friction with the clothes. The hairlines on this collection are really something. The knots are super duper tiny, really natural, pre-plucked parts, and just so pretty. Now, I've reviewed this color before, but of course I'm going to talk about it again. This is the beautiful Sparkling Champagne Blonde Rooted, and the descriptions on the Belle Tress site for their colors are a bit odd. The way they describe Sparkling Champagne is medium ash brown, which I get because this is definitely a cooler color. But then they say it has dark blonde and beige and golden tones. And I don't think it has a lot of golden tones. I think this is much more of an ashy color and a cool toned color. I don't see golden at all. So that's why you're here. That's why you're watching me, right? I can show you what it really is versus what they say it is as far as measurements and colors and all that good stuff. And I've had Sparkling Champagne multiple times, and never has it looked golden to me. It is definitely a neutral to ashy color. It definitely does have that ash brown and then the blonde. I mean, but the blonde golden, I'm not seeing that at all. Maybe beigey, but not golden. In fact, she's so ashy that in certain lighting, she can look borderline gray. So I just don't get that color description. Then she has darker roots. I love the color. I just think the color description is weird. All right, so now let's talk about the dimensions. The dimension on Kelly is she's overall 18 inches from the crown, which I would say is pretty accurate. Sometimes I feel like measurements are totally weird and not accurate, but this is about an 18-inch length. The sides are 8 to 18, so there's some shorter layers in there. The nape is 10.5. And the weight is 4.8 ounces, which for a wig of this length is nice and low density. And that's the other reason I love the icons. They're low density. There's no permatease. And That's what women want. We want natural looking hair. And Belle Tress does it better than almost anybody else, right? I mean, love the icons. Love the icons. I gotta tell you how much I love the icons. And I'm really, really loving this one. And because the cap fits me so well, I can do a simple ear tuck with no problem, which I can't do in a lot of wigs because they come over my ears. So she just has it all, you guys. Low density, perfect wave pattern. Let's just look at that wave pattern again because I'm so obsessed. And let's take a look at the cap and then take a look at the color in front of my slider and outside. All the icons have exactly the same cap, and they are literally the most comfortable caps I've ever put on my head. Like when I'm having a sensitive scalp day, my scalp feels itchy or whatever, I always put on an icon because it feels like I have nothing on my head. Like that's how good they are. And they do have a lot of stretch, even though they fit me perfectly. They also fit, I've heard they fit even up to a size large. So it is a full lace front going into these really thin silicone ear tabs. And I think these ear tabs are one of the reasons why the wig is so easy to wear. You could put glasses, it's not a problem. Like I wear reading glasses at work. Now, there's a lot of confusion about this top. This is not a double mono top, even though that's the way Belle Tress describes it. It's actually a hand-tied top. And when you have a hand-tied top versus a mono top, you have cluster knots, meaning that the knots are a little bit bigger. However, I have seen cluster knots done really large, and then I've seen these, and these are really small cluster knots. They're really, really small. Like I'm trying to get up close on those. They are slightly bigger than a mono top that's done well, but I can tell you that I put powder and scar tape and I don't see knotting. So they are a little bit bigger, but they're done very well and small for a cluster knot. But there is a lot of confusion on what kind of top this is. It's definitely not a double mono top, so I don't know why it's described that way. But anywho, all your side panels are fully hand tied. And then you have a small section of wefting back here, an extended nape and Velcro adjusters. It is seriously the best cap I've ever put on my head. If you have not tried an icon yet, you need to try one. There's that gorgeous color, but again, not seeing golden. It is definitely, more ashy brown in the back. It is definitely a cool tone color. Let's take a look at her outside and in front of my slider to get a better idea of this color, Sparkling Champagne Rooted. Here is the gorgeous Sparkling Champagne in front of my slider. Again, I don't see any warmth in this color. Golden is a very warm color. And when you see her in front of my slider, she looks even more ashy. I always get my finger in the... I always get my finger up there when I'm doing color. So here she is outside. Direct sunlight. Ooh. Direct sunlight. Beautiful color. I just think the color description is off. I hope you enjoyed my review of the absolutely gorgeous Kelly with the perfect wave pattern. And once again, please check out the affiliate links in the description. If you're interested in buying Kelly or any others you've had your eye on, I'd appreciate you using my affiliate link or my code. And as always, please support what I'm doing here by liking, commenting, subscribing, and I will see you guys at the next one.